Hey, yo, what's up? It's your boy DZ. Check me out on the upcoming episode of Only Touch Greatness podcast. Shout out my guys. I'm a young kid and I'm in Las Vegas with my mom and dad, and we're going to the Diana Ross concert. And Mike Tyson's there because he lives in Las Vegas. He's the big time fighter in Vegas at the time. I'm thinking I'm like 9 or 10 years old and stuff at the time, right? And Mike Tyson's there, and he's there a little early. He's there a little early before the fight's happening, and we're at the hotel a little early before the concert's happening. And Mike Tyson's in a jewelry store inside the hotel. I forget the hotel. It seems like maybe an old one that they knocked down, wherever, you know what I'm saying, wherever they had the Diana Ross concert back then. But I'm sure she was there plenty of times. But, uh, but, uh, but boom, he's in the jewelry store and everybody's lined up against the glass. And they're saying, it's Mike Tyson, it's Mike Tyson. And me and my dad go over there, and my dad's like, it's Mike Tyson, the boxer. And when I was a kid, I used to like be asking for autographs and stuff. I used to go to the Sonics games, and I used to ask Sean Kemp and Gary Payton and all these guys, you know what I'm saying, for autographs. So I knock on the glass. Out of everybody, I swear there's 300 people against the glass. There's only him in the jewelry store, the people that are showing him the jewelry, and he says he has a white brother, and his white brother's there. I don't know if they're foster brothers. I don't know what the situation is. His white brother, and his white brother, I remember, has long hair. And I knock on the glass, and Mike Tyson points at me and says, go to the door and come in. And so I race over to the glass door to where the security's at. And he said, step back. What are you doing? And I said, Mike Tyson just said I can come in. And he said, yeah, right. Get the fuck out of here. And I said, no, look, he's waving me in right now. And at this point, my dad's still over there, and he doesn't even know what's going on. He doesn't even notice that I'm not by his side anymore. He looks over, and now he races over to where I'm at, and he's like, what are you doing? And I'm like, Mike Tyson said I could come in. And he's like, get out of here. And I was like, no, look, he's waving us in right now. And he's sure enough, he's waving us in. I don't know why. Maybe it's just because I'm like this little white boy that's knocking on the glass, asking for an autograph, and he's just cool like that. You know what I'm saying? So boom, we go in, they shut the door, they lock it, the bodyguards stand at the front. Mike's like, come over. This is a true story, I swear to God. I come over, Mike's like, hey, how you doing? He talks like with a lisp and stuff, you know what I'm saying? We shake hands, my dad shakes hands with him, and I say, Mike, can I get your autograph? Mike gives us the autograph, and I say, what are you doing here? And he said, we're going to the Diana Ross concert. And we say, we're going to the Diana Ross concert too. Have a good night, Mike. We appreciate you. We're from Seattle. Boom, we're
Wow.
out. In the middle of the concert, they acknowledge Mike Tyson in the house. She stops the concert. She's like, hey,
Wow.
special shout out to Mike Tyson in the house at my concert. He stands up. They put a little spotlight on him and stuff. He throws it up. He sits back down. Everybody cheers and stuff. He's in the house. You know what I'm saying? And right before that, I got his autographs.
Wow. That's
That
crazy.
hey, real quick, that same exact trip. I don't know. We were somewhere
Mhm.
else, and we were walking through some hotel, and they were like, "That's Bart Simpson right there." And I was like, "Bart Simpson," like the cartoon character,
Yeah,
like
yeah, 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 yeah.
and I was like, "What? Bart Simpson? I watch Bart Simpson all the time." And somebody's like, "That's Bart Simpson," and then it's a girl, and her name is Nancy Cartwright. The voice of Bart Simpson all these years is a female. It's a female named Nancy Cartwright, and I got her autograph and stuff, and we framed up a little picture of Mike Tyson and put it put it up there on a plaque, and did the same thing with Bart Simpson. And one more quick one for you is I was at a Mike Tyson fight in South Carolina, Myrtle Beach. There's a place called the All Star Cafe. I think it's the fight that Mike bites Evander Holyfield's ear off, right?
Yep.
And we're there. My family's there. You know what I'm saying? It just happens to be the Tyson fight. We don't go there for the Tyson fight, or maybe we do. I'm not sure. And so, everybody it's like, hey, it's LL Cool J. I was like, what? LL Cool J? He's like one of my he's somebody I grew up listening to too. Like
Mine too.
as far as the East Coast, I had all LL Cool J shit. I had all Ice T shit. I had everybody's shit. You know what I mean? So I went over there. He's in like a little private area, and I go over there and I said, "Hey, LL Cool J, And he's like, hey, come on in, no problem. I'm like a kid, you know what I'm saying? And he's like, what's going on? And I was like, man, just chilling. Just out here from Seattle visiting some family because I got a lot of family from North Carolina on my mom's side, and we were at South Carolina, kind of on the beach, just hanging out with the family. You know what I'm saying, for a couple of days or something, and we ran into LL Cool J, and he invites me in the little private area, and he says, "Go ahead, sit down, watch the fight with me." And I've watched the fight with LL Cool J and get a picture and an autograph, and we frame that up and put that on the wall too.
Wow, that's crazy. And shout out to L Cool J. He's a dope person. I can always tell like
Man, he's got good vibes. He's a nice guy, you know what I'm saying? And so all these situations that I mentioned, it's like that's how I it's weird how I've been linking with all these rappers. Like, how am I linking with Rich the Factor and Sibo and Too Short and Messy Borg and like just all these legendary
right,
rappers like Corrupt? Like, I don't know, bro. It's always been something about me that somehow I'm like, it's 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 got to be more than just luck. It's got
right.
to be more than just a coincidence. It's got to be, you know what I'm saying, God's plan or some type
Yeah.
of bigger purpose or
You're
just I
blessed,
got that.
man.
I'm blessed like the SIBO video. I just got that magic, you know what I'm saying? Because how does like I just get picked out of 200 people up against the glass to get invited in? Like he didn't do that with anybody else. And how do I
Right.
just get, you know what I'm saying, just so lucky that I run into LL Cool J. He invites me in the whole section, and I sit down, and I'm 12 years old, and I watch the Mike Tyson fight. You know what I mean? Like, just I don't know. And then I'm like so blessed to have these relationships with all these artists. You know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
Sibo and Rich the Factor and Corrupt, and these are like legendary people that I grew up listening to. And sometimes I'll be like, damn, how do I even like it dawns on me after, you know what I'm saying? Like when I'm in the moment, you know what I mean? When I was hanging out with Corrupt, sleeping on his couch, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
It wasn't like registering like, yo, this is Corrupt, you know what I'm saying? Like, but it was, but it wasn't, you know what I'm saying? When it's not happening anymore is when you realize what you really had, you know what I'm saying? Like, you feel me? So but we lived up every moment and everything was beautiful, you know. Shout out to Corrupt, man.